We are going to do our final examination into TikTok's argument of differential treatment as a standalone violation of both the First Amendment and equal protection. Now, TikTok's brief does not fear going in for the legal kill, but usually after presentation of argument. However, on differential treatment, there's no build-up. It is just straight for the jugular. The brief says, and I quote, "The act suffers from a fatal threshold constitutional flaw. Congress singled out petitioners, TikTok and ByteDance, by name and banned their applications outright, while affording everyone else a substantive standard and procedural protections." End quote. TikTok argues that Congress gives no justification for treating it and ByteDance worse than other speakers and platforms, including those also alleged to be controlled by a foreign adversary and those with stronger claims of national security risks. The brief argues that this alone requires invalidating the act because it presents, and I quote, "no justification, national security or otherwise, for that distinction." The brief then literally drives this home by looking at past precedent within the DC Circuit, the host court of this case, by stating that where Congress burdens a single speech outlet or platform, it, quote, "raises issues that lie at the intersection of the First Amendment's protection of speech and the Equal Protection Clause's requirement that government afford similar treatment to similarly situated persons." Because of these principles, the court previously struck down the law with the precision of a laser beam. In that case, the law targeted a Murdoch-based corporation, which banned one company, among a sea of others, from maintaining broadcast licenses. Accordingly, this differential treatment, the brief argues, is a standalone violation in and of itself, which requires the act to be struck down. And that concludes our full deep dive into TikTok's brief in this matter. But don't you worry. We're going to kick off the U.S. government's response to all of the same and see what they have to say about this little old act and its impact on little old TikTok and ByteDance. Stay tuned.